و اینجا از آقای بکر درخواست میکنیم که مهمون بعدی ما هستند. ایشون سیاستمدار، نماینده پارلمان اروپا، عضو حزب لیبرال دموکرات‌های فلمان بلژیک هستند. ایشان در سرویس اطلاعات و تحقیقات اجتماعی و محیط زیست دریایی و قانونگذاری در زمینه حمایت از زندگی خصوصی و دانشگاهی برای کمیته وزیران در مبارزه با تقلب مالیاتی و شرایط اجتماعی فعالیت دارند. Monsieur Backer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Antwerp, first of all, my hometown. I'm very proud that we as a city are able to welcome you here today, also in this beautiful museum. You know that Antwerp is the diamond capital of the world. We'd like to stay that way, but we also need a museum to showcase what exactly we are still doing in the diamond sector. And I think this magnificent building and also the interior and the things that you see here today, and I hope that you also get a chance to have a look around in the museum, I think speaks for itself. But the point that I want to make here today before you is that just like a diamond, people, human beings, have a lot of facets and different dimensions. We are all individuals with a multi-layered identity. We are atheists, Catholics, Jewish, Muslims, young or old, gay, straight, employers or employees, fathers and mothers, or singles. Some of us like books, others like sports or museum. The fact that we are all unique and have a multi-layered identity is the core of human nature. It's everybody's right to decide for him or herself who he or she is or wants to be. The freedom to do just that, ladies and gentlemen, is also the key feature of liberalism. For everyone to enjoy that freedom, we need human rights. Those are amongst others the right to life, to liberty and to security, the right to freedom of thought, conscience and religion, and the right to freedom of opinion and speech. And all these rights are universal and personal. That means that every human being, whatever our nationality, place or residence, sex, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, are equally entitled to these rights without discrimination. And to secure these rights to everyone, we need a liberal democracy. This means a rule of law, a separation of powers, an independent judiciary, a free press, and a democratically elected government. All these things together guarantee to all of us, to every human being, the freedom to lead our own lives. This is of course the ideal, but we all know that not always and not everywhere these human rights are granted and respected. We read in the papers and we see it in the news. Populists and extremists all over the world deny civilians their freedom, religious freedom included. It are religious extremists, communists, nationalist dictators. They all want to decide for you who you are or what you can be. And of course one of these countries is Afghanistan. For years the Taliban dictated the religious rules everyone had to follow. And even now, after the war, the government still isn't strong enough to control. The result is clear. People are not free. Women certainly are not free. And homosexuals are simply executed or thrown out of buildings. Or take, for example, the Islamic Republic of Iran, a beautiful country, just now turned into a theocracy. The name of the country makes it crystal clear. In Iran there is no rule of law, only the law of God that takes away from people human rights. They can't think or believe in what they want, definitely can't say what they want, and most certainly cannot be who they want. And nobody should then be surprised that the people want to flee these countries. This is simple human nature. Each human being wants to be free to pursue its own happiness. Take this freedom away from people, and people will flee to different places, to liberal democracies, where we can be free and decide for ourselves who we are. That's why I also get so angry when I hear populists in Europe speak about refugees. They dehumanize refugees by speaking of these people in terms of groups and masses. They take away from refugees their humanity and their human rights, and this is not acceptable. The suffering of a human being isn't less of a tragedy because he or she lives at the other side of the world. And what's even worse in my opinion, these populists are also threatening our own liberal democracy. In Poland, in Hungary, Romania, populists put fear in the hearts of their citizens with the image of mass migration. Look for example at Hungary, where Orbán uses the fear to take away the freedom of his citizens by promising them only feeble security. And the same freedom these refugees are looking for, Orbán takes away from his own civilians by undermining liberal democracy. But even closer to home, here in my hometown Antwerp, also human rights and liberal democracy is sometimes under attack. I hear more populist speech that divides people into groups by parties on the left and on the right. For them you're either a good citizen or you're one of the bad guys. People are discriminated against or even denied the rights because of the color of their skin, their background, their religion, their occupation, or even their last name. And this again is not acceptable. It is not acceptable here, it is not acceptable anywhere in the world. And I, as a liberal, as a true believer in human rights and liberal democracy, I will always fight against these extremists and protect our human rights and our liberal democracy for everyone here in Antwerp and abroad. Without any discrimination, I will always put every single citizen and its freedom at the center. The only thing that I think that we should respect at that moment is reciprocity. The same rights and freedoms that are granted to you, you cannot infringe upon with others. If you want certain rights for yourself, you also have to be tolerant and respect the rights of others. In Antwerp, here, men and women are equal. Your religion is not above the law. You respect other citizens' property. You are tolerant. And if you follow these very simple rules, then you are a part of Antwerp. Then you will find in me, and also my party, an ally. We have, at these local elections which are upcoming in 4 weeks, strong candidates and a highly ambitious program to make Antwerp better for all its citizens, together with you. We want to ensure great education in schools for every child in Antwerp. We combat pollution so that people can breathe clean air. We guarantee safety to all of our citizens with a modern police force. We respect the rule of law and we help people in poverty and give them new opportunities to take care of themselves. This also is liberal democracy. We create a friendly environment also for people that start their businesses. People are entrepreneurial, people want to move ahead, and this is something that also from the government should be stimulated. And ladies and gentlemen, by doing all this, we keep one goal in mind: empowering people. We give to you and to everyone all the tools, but most importantly, the freedom to follow your dreams, to get ahead in life and pursue your very own happiness. In my Antwerp and also in my world, you decide who you want to be and nobody else. This, for me, is liberal democracy that works for every human being. Thank you very much.